other time, I might say take it off the board, but not today.
This is a three-point game. Penn State on a run. Garcia gives it up for the slam by Solomon Washington.
Making plays on both ends of the floor. Garcia to Washington, who's able to finish.
He was out there hooping with the team and super fiery and always holding his team accountable for sure.
Block shot by Washington, but the Terps, they missed their last 6 shots, and now they turn it over, which has been a real problem lately. Barely grazing the rim, saved in bounds, bobbled by a Woke, taken by Washington. Hero step, fires, and gets the bounce.
Yeah, solid 1-2 step right there. Spot checks after made free throws. Oh, here we go.
The steal to Coit, the lob, Washington, the stuff. And did he hang on the rim?
Yeah.
We got a technical on Solomon Washington.
Yeah, there was no one around.
Back of the rim, look at Adams hustling for the rebound for Maryland. Adams the lob, Washington throws it down again and waves it goodbye.
The stretch here at home, Solo Dolo gets up high.
The 3 ball about 36%. Patient, methodically, offensively in that zone. Washington. Washington. The team, we get it. And it's, you know, a lot of tension. Yeah.
Shooting 29% from the field, Tavares, and 30% from 3 as Washington, the spin move, and he scores.
Fade a little bit, pure touch on that release.
Weak side, a steal. Washington in alone. Windmill slams it down. Solo.
Great pressure defense, put 2 on the ball, allow Solo to... Yeah, that's, I don't know if we can call that an announcer's jinx, but it's a heck of a way to finish right there.
For the dunk.
Mollify the Maryland fans' opinion of not being a goaltend. Washington fights through the Biddle contact, puts it in, and is going to the line.
And that's how Washington needs to attack Biddle. We came out of that timeout and we talked about how it wasn't the right play to try to post up.
Trying to get 3-1 in conference play for a 3rd straight year. Washington trying to drive Alexis on the inside. Nice turnaround and a solid start in the paint.
Is a talented freshman, and let's watch Solomon Washington by himself get 2 feet in the paint, and this is great elevation to knock down this shot. There's Solomon trying to attack.
Put it over Bailey, knocked it in, and the confidence just seeing it. Past the 9-minute mark here of the ball game. Indiana is led by double figures much of this second half.
See if Maryland, Jason, can get a stop.
Hey, come over the help. Washington gets just that.
Solomon Washington, perfect timing.
Solomon Washington. And a blocking foul call.
You still have a lot of time on the shot clock. And here's the foul here. I've seen Solomon kind of put his...
Good to see Stewart being aggressive here to start the second half. Adams hit the 3 at the buzzer. Washington followed it home. And Washington, another offensive rebound. Got it back in the finish. He started the play and he flushed it home.
Solomon Washington off the bench for Buzz Williams the last 2 games now, and he puts it in and draws the foul.
Solomon Washington is a great rebounder, and he's great around the rim. But he's great around.
Coit with 2. Washington, a huge offensive rebound and 1. And that ends the Illini run.
Solomon Washington giving Maryland a lifeline right there. Diggy Coit, you got to expect a long rebound from that range.
Washington spins and flushes it on Tomislav Ivicic.
Oh my goodness, Solomon Washington, that's how he started the game. See him trying to energize the Terps.
The dunk.
Solomon Washington just catches it on the move. That's the danger when you play off of him.
Another turnover. This time he's the one out in front of the pack, and it's blocked by Washington.
Behind that tree. And then solo, Solomon Washington not giving up on the play. It's been just a treat to watch. Plays the game the exact right way.
Washington with an easy dunk.
Spinning now, Washington. That's more his game.
There's 7. Throw it up, and then in transition, get back to the bread and butter.
He hasn't quite warmed up yet. He's still getting used to the arena.
Mills navigating to the rim, offensive board. Boy, Solomon Washington is just owning the offensive glass for the Maryland Terrapins.
That's now the 6th offensive rebound for the Terrapins early, and Solomon has been right in the midst of it. He just has such...
Going in there, nice rebound by Metcalf. Yeah, way to stay in there if you're Metcalf. Using his frame to spread, get some people away. Step through, nice pass. Very nicely done by Mills, and they get the dunk. Washington and a timeout. Rutgers is Maryland. If you can get it. There we go. They've already had one. Oh, underneath the basket and a jam to Washington. It took a long time to figure out what they wanted to run, and well, that's just a major break.
And a good start for Martinelli, trying to bounce back from a mini slump. Still the leading scorer in the Big Ten. On a cut, Mills, bounce pass, and the hammer.
To Jaden Reed, who sprayed it over to Jordan Clayton.
And a turnover. Here's Reed on the move, end to end. Reed blocked out of bounds. Quickly ahead to West. West exploding, and there's Washington with a rejection.
Solomon Washington. This one. Just gobbled that one up.
Trying to match his career high in the first half, 24 against Iowa. Lob inside, extra pass to Metcalf, who rocks the rim.
All over the rim.
Believe this is going to be a coach's challenge. And back it comes to Coit. 10 seconds. Coit in the corner for 3. Off the side of the backboard, it ends up with Washington for 2.
He has 1 bucket, and it was a pretty easy slam dunk early on.
Yeah, 1 bucket, no offense, no rebounds to speak of.
3 to shoot. Diallo did get it off, swatted by Washington.
And wow, you see the energy from Washington coming across on the weak side.
30 minutes played per game. Not his game out here, but gets in tight. Little turnaround.
What do you mean it's not his game?
He got closer.
What do you mean it's not his game?
He got 5 or 6 feet close. Washington, another rebound.
Yates wide open right there, just couldn't find it.
Run to the point.
Oh, hey. Hello. Moving through London with the Euro step. Washington, how do you do? And then he's able to get the bucket. Washington having...
And to shoot for Adams. Here's Washington on the drive to the rim, and he hammers it home.
See, play second side, get another look at that. Solomon Washington dunked on.
For Nebraska's been their bench, 10-0 off the bench for the Huskers, and Buchtel almost a steal for Metcalf. Run it to Washington, and he fights through Buchtel to push it down.
Yeah, this is where, this time it's Buchtel going for the steal, but you can put the ball in the middle of that floor against Nebraska. You know, one of those guys who's just everywhere on the floor.
Here's Washington inside, and this game's tied at 21.
And he's going to get down the court in transition. Probably got fouled right there. Fly by. Everything's well that ends well.
Lawrence nearly the steal. Saunders on the bounce. Back out to Coit, wide open triple, and another crowd quieter from Maryland. The Nebraska's offense, he said, that's been the biggest difference with the Huskers.
In the first half, they weren't getting those deflections.
But another great look, and Mills rains down the 3. His third, he's got 15.
Mills floats a pass to Saunders, gives it up. Washington slashing on the baseline, flushes it.
You called it, Noah. They had a chance to run a quick shot from Lino Mark, which is what he does, get in the paint. But he chooses for the floater.
Nearly forced the turnover. Zerto gets a good look, but it's rejected by Washington. Mills kicks. Saunders in transition, buries the 3. the other way. Shot was blocked. Outlet from Saunders up to Washington, and it hammers it.
How are you going to respond up 20? Are you going to relax, or are you going to come with the same intensity you had in the first half?
Washington no-look pass to the corner, and Mills sprays in a three. Gold now, it's baseball's turn. Maryland after just 20 points in the...
Trying to slow down some of this aggressiveness from Maryland.
Washington spins through the lane, defended by Dortch. A foul +1.
Solomon Washington, that's the risky run when you go zone. In the first half we saw with Rutgers, it was Buchanan catching in the middle. This time Solomon Washington, he kept...
Buchanan all the way to the basket. Washington got a hand on it again.
Yeah, that's the easy way out that I mentioned earlier. You can just come down and shoot jump shots.
Rejected by Washington. He has had some...
It's not just from behind the arc by itself in the half court. 20 fast break points for Wisconsin. Team that averages just under 11.
In this first year, redshirted and throughout this season, has been fun to watch.
Taken away. Solomon Washington.
3-point shot.
These two teams heading to Chicago next week. One last. They've been flying in there. Oregon blockouts not nearly good enough.
Shot clock down to 3. Washington, strong move.
Getting to the basket. Sean Stewart with the verticality, but the athleticism on display by Washington. He hangs.
Inside of 5 seconds till halftime.
Good slip.
Boy, what to Washington. And what a finish to the half for Maryland. Mills back to Washington.
An empty side pick and roll. It is hard to deal with there. 5 of 6 from 3 from downtown. Solomon Washington in the...
Delpino in trouble.
Boy.
Turnover. Simpkins had it taken away. Defense from Coit. Up ahead to Washington. Hammers it down.
Well, we start with Diggy Coit here. It's the turnover, but his active hands gets a piece of that thing, looks up the floor. Solomon Washington finishes it off. To him, Elijah Saunders has been riding the heater here these last 6 games. 21 of his last 42 from 3.
Mills to Washington. Didn't quite find what he liked. Well, that's a good shot for